Okay, good day, co-educators. You're welcome to this session of our mentorship program. And in this session, I will be talking about teaching, becoming a professional. So before that, here is Legend Academy, a registered company where we train children from age 3 to age 15, prepare them for SAT, prepare them for GC, prepare them for WAHEC, yeah. So then we also teach and train teachers on how to become a professional, and also those people that are ready to step up their game as an online teacher like you are now. So I want to congratulate you. You want to become a professional in virtual tutoring. Don't worry, you are in the right place. Okay, so here is Miss Ebenezer, the CEO of Legend Academy. Okay, so right now we're going to be talking about becoming a professional. It takes time, trainings and experience. It signifies teaching excellence and professionalism. The following are actually essential attributes. So we're going to be talking about your personal qualities, where we will learn about our self-awareness and self-knowledge, then attitudes and bias. We're going to talk about that now. Now, for the self-awareness and self-knowledge, self-awareness take courage and patience. You asked me the question of who I am as a teacher and how does this make a difference in the life of my learner. We actually make you to be conscious of yourself and of what you do. Why self-knowledge help you examine values, indulging in reflective thinking, promote a healthy attitude towards accepting oneself. And this is a good way to begin to accept children. As a teacher, you need to accept yourself. There are some people that they will go and change their color from dark to fair. If you can't accept yourself for who you are, if you can't accept your background, if you can't accept yourself the way you are and who you are, how are you going to accept children? So you accepting yourself, it's a very good way to begin to accept children. Now about attitude and being biased, teacher needs to pursue the anti-bias approach to teaching. They must Spark and Edgeworth in year 2010 actually promote the concept of all children are worthy of our respect regardless of their tribe, their religion, rules and background. This challenges teachers to examine belief, attitude, and action that might deny a child unconditional acceptance. We should be conscious of the fact that attitude and value affect our relationship as they involve race, culture, gender, and economic status. All this should not negatively affect how we teach. Race, culture, gender, and economic status should not negatively affect how we teach. There are some teachers in the class, they have their favorites, especially the rich kids. When you come from a rich home, they know how to hype you, they know how to treat you specially, and those that are less privileged, don't let us call them less privileged, those that they are working salary earners and they know that they don't give the teacher things like that, they will not make friends with them. And parents are seeing the way we're behaving as a teacher, very important. So I don't give special treatment to one child. If you are in my academy, I love everybody equally. When they are doing birthday, I post them, I do video recording for them, I send it to their parents. The same thing with everybody. Those that are giving me something and people that are not giving me something, I treat them equally. They see it. I don't have any special treatment for anybody. The word I would say to A is the same word I would say to B. Very important. And don't ever forget, something like this once happened when I was still teaching. I have a girl that the parents actually happen to be a salary earner. They don't just give like that. And I told the woman, I said, ma'am, your child has actually need extra classes like private lesson. Would you like to subscribe to one? And she was like, "Ah, no, she doesn't have money." Then, and I see the girl is smart, but need a little push. That's just it. There are some students like that. So I was like, okay, no problem. I'm going to volunteer myself to be the lesson teacher. But please, if they should ask you from the office, just tell them that I'm helping your girl. Don't pay me anything. You don't need to pay me any money. Don't worry. I will make sure I teach her what she needs to do and give extra time to her. And they're actually aware in the office that this girl, Mr. Ebenezer, is helping her. she's not paying, because there in Valencia, you cannot teach a child that is in your class. So I have to make sure that we're clear with that. Till now, me and that particular parent were still friends. We're still friends, and she do refer me to a lot of people. So very important, please don't let race, culture, gender, economic status, don't let that negatively affect how you teach. Our personal qualities should include those we are conversant with, like dedication, compassion, insight, flexibility, patience, energy, a sense of humor, and responsibility, so on. Let's watch it. Then, as a teacher, your role as a teacher. Mm. Your role as a teacher is very, very important. Now, a teacher assumes various roles during the day. If you are teaching in a classroom, your role is to tell stories, solve problems, poet, traffic director, can be a carpenter in class, you can be a musician in class, you can be a janitor. Yes, in class. I remember something that happened. This particular of being a janitor, a boy pulled on himself in the class, and I was like, and the boy on a normal day will not do such. So I have to, when the parents actually came the afternoon to pick the boy up, I was like, man, this so happened, because I have to give reports. And she was like, you cannot spark him. I said, he doesn't do that on a normal day. What happened? She said, now I remember, I gave him this morning. And he also brought beans to class. I said, what were you expecting? What were you expecting? And what were you expecting? And she was like, okay, I'm sorry. I said, you see the reason why I did not spark him. I know he doesn't do that on a normal day. And the parent was like, thank you. Till now, myself, the parent, that particular parent is one of the parents that's referring me to other parents in diaspora. So please, our action actually speak a lot. Then we manage the classroom to organize and supervise. We care for safety and maintain activities and programs in your class. You have to, once a child is in your class or in your care, you have to take care of them. Very important. Their safety is in your hands, and you supervise all the activities that they do. Correct them when they do something that is out of what? It's out of behavior. Let's correct them. Very important. They balance sentiment, love, fairness, and understanding for the emotional framework of the what? Of the class. Something happened again in my virtual class yesterday. The boy that I'm supposed to teach was crying. A big boy. This boy is 10 years, going to 11. I normally, I suppose, if to were to be the younger one, why are you crying? Whatever. Well, because he's a big boy, I said, Mano, you're a big boy. Why are you crying? Okay, I said, okay, no problem. See, I just need you to snap out of that mood and let us be in the mode of the class, because I'll be asking you questions, and you won't like me to get hungry if I ask you a question and you don't answer me, or probably because if something like that happen, you just see that you are the only one in class, you'll be talking. The boy you are talking to is not present. So I said, please, can you please do me a favor? I will ask you for whatever that transpired or what happened after the class. But whatever it is that happened, remember your parent loves you so much. They love you, they want the best for you. So please. But whatever it is that have happened, he will explain to me after the class. And the boy said, okay, ma. So that was how I was able to take him out of that mood to what? To the classroom mood. So please, very important. Very, very important. If a teacher that is not emotional balance should do something like that, she will just what? Start the class immediately. Interact with children to establish warm relationship and build trust, observe and listen, and model good behavior. Like what I just said, are very important. Plan and evaluate curriculum to ensure that learning goals are met and it remain meaningful and appropriate. Okay, something like this also happen every time. Over there, they don't do exam, but they do tests. Each time they finish tests, I ask parents, how's my child profession? How's my child, what's it called? Performance this time, in this test. There, I think their remark is always expected, below expectation, above expectation. So if it is below, that means we have a lot to do. If it is as expected, yes, that means it's working according to their syllabus there, and they are not even doing much. If it is above expectation, that's a genius. Very good. So you have to ask. Very important. Then your curriculum too should ensure your learning goals as an online teacher. Please don't waste time and let it be meaningful and appropriate. We use the curriculum for proper report observation. Keep record on children progress, please. Health and family information, very important. Proper report for each day activities observation, very important. Attend meetings, seminars, conference, home visit when necessary. If your student, like in my virtual class now, if I send message because like few hours to the time schedule, I normally send message to my parents, please, we are starting class so today's class starts by start, so things like that, send it like that. And if the parent respond, he won't be available for today's class, I will not just leave. Why, sir? Hope is fine. Hope is doing well. What's up? Oh, he has an what's it called? Event to attend. We won't be available because normally there, if the parents are not available to supervise children, they don't allow them to leave them by themselves. So okay, no problem. Since it's fine, I'm cool. So things like that happen. Please check when necessary because I cannot go home and check on the boy. And there are times when your boy is not feeling fine this week. Oh, every day I will be sending message. How is it faring today? Hope is fine. Hope is doing well. They wish. In fact, most of my parents know. If a child did not come to class, I will be bothered. So I will ask questions, please, for my own peace of mind too. Very important. Then attend the trainings like the one you are doing now. You are attending training. You are adding knowledge to your knowledge. Conferences very very important too. Organize and collect materials to use in the classroom. Keep them safely. Doing like tomorrow now that it's time for question and answer, I'm going to show you the materials, the answer materials that I have here. I have board that I use, I have the answer materials, I have clock that I use when I'm doing time for them, telling the time. So we have it like that. Then the cultural competence. The cultural competence exposure is very important. Awareness and sensitivity to diverse culture, family, relationship, concern, and belief aid held by the what? By the children and family herself. Yes. Then, regardless of the culture, you accept the children the way they are. Please, if you have a boy in your class, how he eats, he normally use hand to eat. You can encourage him to be using spoon. Accept them the way they are. Please show them love. Very important, so that they can trust you more. Knowledge. Then in class, doing the online class, there are times that my students, my learner will feel like, Mr. Mister, I want to eat. I say, okay, you cannot be doing two things at the same time. Do you want to finish whatever you are eating before we start the class, or you will eat after the class? So if the boy should tell me, oh, Mr. Mister, please give me time, few minutes to eat. Okay, I give you just 2 minutes. Finish up on time, and let's start. Because you cannot be using the same hand you're using to eat food to handle your pencil and your book. You mess it up. So I give them reasons, please. So let's accept them the way they are, please. Knowledge and skills. Basic teaching skills, method and techniques approach for teaching young children should be embraced. A background in education, yes. Like the seminar you're having now, you're having background in education, and you can proceed, you can upgrade that by going for courses. Human behavior, curriculum planning, and practical teaching experience is very, very important. Please always plan your curriculum so that you will not be stressing yourself in class. Virtual teaching is not that hard though. When you prepared, it will go smoothly. Professional growth. Good teacher are lifelong learners, and creative, stimulating classroom, your studio settings are the product of teacher who continue to learn more about how to teach, attend workshop, training courses, and conferences that will bring about professional development and continuous growth. Like my own studio now, I try to put new thing. Last year, before I was using smartphone, later I got my laptop. I have a ring light that I use here. After that, I graduated from using data on phone to Wi-Fi. After that, I got myself a chair. Now, if you look at before I was using curtain, but now I graduated to using window lines. And that actually brightened the whole something. The picture, the videos, and everything changed. Do you understand? So children always love new things. Let's grow, please, in whatever we're doing. And you attending seminars, courses, watching other teachers teaching how they are doing it. It will help you to what? To bring about your professional development and continuous growth. Very important. Advocacy, please. Every teacher should become a child advocate and demonstrate further importance of care and education for children and their family. Probably a parent is trying to scold the child, you can intervene and beg on the child's behalf and try to give them a better way, because at times teachers are more even experienced. Because you see yourself as a mother, you see yourself as a teacher, you see yourself as a pastor, you pray for them when necessary. You see yourself as a lot of things. Yes, you can be their doctor when they are not feeling fine. Have you used this? Have you used this? It's not that you're a doctor, but you know that true knowledge. Make personal commitments and be reformed about issues that affect children and family. Learn that. Now, also be visible in your support and show appreciation for what others do towards this cause. Always appreciate people. When parents do something from their child, thank you, God bless you. But like at times, if they should do birthday for their children, I will send them a message, thank you, ma, God bless you. God will multiply you, God will supply your needs, everything you need to train these children. God will provide for you. Things like that. Give them prayer. Oh, you are showing support for them. This is a system. Now we have the ethical code of conduct. Every organization actually have code of conduct. In wherever organization we find ourselves, let's try and follow. This is a system or code of moral of our profession that govern our behavior and that of the society. Remember to know what is right and do the right thing at all time. Now, as a teacher, we need to always do self-assessment. A self-assessment is important for you to know your professional worth, because it provides you with an opportunity to improve your effectiveness as a teacher. Your own assessment of your strengths and weaknesses provides you for what other assessments and what they have to say about your teaching. Now, I'm going to wrap it up with this. I remember when I got my job, and the final stage of the interview is to meet with my director. And immediately he asked me question, I responded and things like that. And later I said, I'm cool with you. Your sense of dressing is okay. Your appearance is good. Said, but what I noticed about you is that you are not exposed. Honestly, then I wasn't exposed. I'm not used to checking things on internet to confirm whatever it is. I'm not good with that. And I believe in myself, I know I need to be exposed because I'm a teacher. I have to know more than these students. Even though they are going to be what greater than me, they will later know more than me. But there are times that even what we write or our lesson or whatever is not even correct. But when you check the internet, combined with the one you know, your knowledge and everything, you'll be able to come up with something relevant, something in vogue. Like the case of governor, we practice. There's always election after 4 years or probably 8 years like that. Immediately the new government is being elected, we need to what? We need to know the name and teach these children. Do you get something that is so be relevant? Let's try and know and be aware of what is happening around us. So I told him, I said, sir, okay, sir, I'm going to work on that. And before I left there, I made sure I leveled up my exposure to 100%. And each time, in fact, there was one of my pupils that I was trying to share my testimony and everything that God has been so faithful. I remember where I started from and everything. And the lady said, You you are like a model, role model to so many of us. Looking at what I passed through, what I experienced during my stay at my last place of work and everything, how God have turned everything around for me for good. So please, it's very important we are exposed. So now, your self-assessment, performance evaluation, you need to do that. You observe what you offered, your behavior, your growth goals are to set to improve. Please, I pray the Lord will help you as you step up your game um, in your profession. You can stop a teacher when they want to do something. You can't stop a teacher whenever they want to do something. They just do it. What they set their mind to do, they go ahead and do it. So I'm going to close with this. So Before we move to the next one, I will be doing the recording of some practical, how to go to some particular apps and what to do there. Thank you.